A two-dimensional plane appears on the ground, and as you walk curiously past it, several figures suddenly appear. What do you do? After receiving a call, federal agents arrived quickly, but the place was back to normal. They could only look at the video of the time, and found that the people inside seemed to want to come out. The radiation at the site was all normal. The female agent was going through the information when suddenly the device detected a human voice, followed by the rest of the people at the site, who said they saw the light from their camp, which meant that the two-dimensional plane was still here, just that they couldn't see it right now. And it was at that moment that the two-dimensional plane reappeared, and by tuning in the frequency of the voice, the female agent managed to start a conversation with the person inside. What they learned was startling. The voice belonged to Nico, a high school student who had vanished in 2019. When asked about others nearby, Nico insisted she was alone. Before they could learn more, the electromagnetic field became unstable and the two-dimensional plane disappeared again. Researchers noticed that the signal strengthened with Nico's emotional responses, prompting them to bring in her father. The team leader explained to him that his daughter was alive but trapped in a two-dimensional plane, hoping his voice would trigger a strong emotional response that could help them find a way to rescue her. When the two-dimensional plane reappears, Nico said she could see her father and mentioned being trapped for only a few hours, despite 20 years having passed in our dimension. The researchers explained that time moves differently between dimensions, but Nico's ability to synchronize with their timeline suggested something nearby was affecting the dimensional plane. Sure enough, after a search of the surrounding area, not far from the distance, they found a piece of mysterious wreckage, where the radiation level is seriously exceeded, but they are not the first to come. The vehicles parked in front of them, indicating that some people here have already arrived in advance, but bizarrely, the two men searched for a while, and did not find anyone else. But at the moment, or to save lives is the most important, the scientific researchers assessed and found that this is a piece of debris from the spaceship, functioning possibly to travel through the cosmic dimension, which is still in operation, thus causing the appearance of a two-dimensional plane. After discovering another piece of the spacecraft, though depleted of energy, they brought it to their base. By charging it with electromagnetic energy and careful calibration, they managed to transform the two-dimensional plane into a three-dimensional space where they could clearly see Nico. The female agent asked Nico to try and walk out on her own, but strangely she still couldn't get out, and to make matters worse, the three-dimensional space didn't last very long and was collapsing rapidly. The female agent thought that since the shard was able to break through the cosmic dimensions, would placing another fragment into it open up Nico's space, and sure enough, as soon as the shard was put in, the small space began to break up and Nico managed to put his hand through it.